Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you the whole garden wheel. My balcony is quite packed this month because I start to sow more seeds, the second round of the seeds. While at the same time, there are so many plants that are growing at the moment. I cannot even walk from here, so I will go from the other side. On my left is the papaya tree. So I bought the nursery plants from Conan. I bought 2 of them and one cost me around $5. I have never experienced growing papaya in Osaka or in Japan, except I saw the papaya tree in Okinawa. So we'll see how I can do it. On my right is corn and some determinate tomato, and this is the eggplants. There are about 4 eggplants in this 20-gallon container. They are now growing and giving more fruits, and on the left is the okra. And this area I have got more squash. So summer squash and winter squash. I grow some sunflowers and they are about to open. And this is the very high one, the highest one. In front of me is the citrus. I bought about $25 per citrus. It's quite expensive, I think. And this is the cherry tree. It cost me around $8 per plant. So the cherry tree is quite reasonable. This is sweet potatoes, and I have more nursery plants here. And this is the fig. The fig already gives me some fruit also. This is the lettuce. I grow many different types of lettuce this year. Yeah, and this is the fig. It gives me a lot. So I bought this plant last year, and this year the plant already started to give me some fruits. This is the onion, spring onions, and behind that in the this is the coriander. So they started to bolt and produce seeds. This is the blueberries I bought last year. This year, this plant gives me a lot of blueberries. I have been harvesting a lot of them. And I just bought the new one here because 2 of my plants died because I didn't adjust the soil to like a 4 to 5.5 pH. So they died. And this is the water spinach or Chinese convolvulus. That is my scallop squash. It's called here like a UFO squash. And the yellow zucchini. They look so cute. I also start the second batch of corn on my right side. Another cherry tree here. And I grow the beans under the cherry tree. And this is my first batch of corn, and they are already, some of them are ready to be harvested. I checked whether like they are ready or not, and I will harvest them soon. I am fighting my way to go to the another side of the garden. As you can see, I packed so many plants here in this balcony. Oh, this is the white gourd. This is my first time to grow. Another full look of papaya tree, and under the papaya trees I line up many containers of beans. It's a bush beans, and this is also the bush beans here too. Another grow bag of corn on my right, and nasturtium is that. Yeah, I have many different colors of these edible plants. And in front of me is a taro. Oh my goodness, the leaves are so beautiful and humongous. I really love it. In July and in August, it's very hot in Osaka, and especially in August. So I believe these leaves gonna shed a lot of my of other plants and my garden, and cool everything down here. Yeah, I have a lot of beans here. There are bush beans. I grow green beans, purple beans, yellow beans, a lot of them. Another grow bag of okra, and I just transplant more beans to this area. The purple flower is my favorite one. Very beautiful. So this year I grow a lot of lavenders and marigold and many other flowers that attract and repel the insects. So actually I haven't used any spray on my plants yet. So I'm very happy about that. Another grow bag of okra, and I grow taro like everywhere, wherever I can tuck them in. This is the most productive tomatoes in my garden. I really love it. I really love the look of full tomatoes on the tree, on the tomato plants. I just started to transplant more squash and cucumbers on this left hand side. I grow more tomatoes in this grow bag. Basically, I just placed tomatoes like anywhere that I can place them. About 5 tomato plants in this grow bag. And these are my gingers. Yes, gingers, and I grow beans with the gingers. I put them here because my garden is quite full, and if I place them inside the balcony, they're gonna be shaded, which ginger loves the sun. So I think it's better to put them there. So another area of tomatoes. I haven't tried to put just one tomato plant in this like a 20-gallon container grow bag. I'm not quite sure whether they're gonna perform better if I put just one, but each of the 20-gallon grow bag, I put about like 5 to 6 tomato plants there. And this is the full look of my balcony garden. I found it very productive this way because like July and August is very hot in Osaka, and in this like on this balcony is totally hot, very hot on this balcony. So the good things about like growing a lot and pack them together while make sure that they receive enough air circulations and avoid insect or pests to come and eat my vegetables. This is so far so good for me and very productive. I can harvest like a lot of vegetables from my balcony every day. I cannot stress this enough. Every day I can harvest something like the green lettuce and beans or something Okay, so now this is the look from my third floor. So I also grow like these greens on the third floor um because it will not be shaded by other big plants and insects and things. It's very nice and clean from here. Some kale on the left and more tomatoes that I just transplant them into these grow bags. So they're gonna take some time to take off. I don't like to grow lettuce to the full size, so I really like to eat the lettuce when they are just like baby leaves like this. It's more tender and sweet, and this also helped me a lot because I am not really worried about any insects as well. There are about 10 different types of lettuce that I grow like everywhere around the house. This tomato plant needs more water. I'm gonna give the plants water after this. And this is on the first floor around my house on the side. I grow more lettuce. As I said, I can harvest lettuce like almost like not almost every day. Actually, I can harvest them every day. And some eggplants, some tomatoes, some squash I can grow from here. I also grow them here. Containers are everywhere, so most of my garden like I cannot even walk. More tomatoes here. And this is the okay, this area receive a lot of sunlight. That's why the peppers are not doing well. They actually die. I don't think that I'm not quite sure for the squash, so I just try to grow, but I'm not quite sure what I can get out of this area. I grow like a potato and lettuce here, and they are actually fine. So we'll see if my squash, my cucumber or melon is going to be okay here. Yeah, let's see. My hose cannot reach this area, so it's very hard for me to water this area. Mostly I rely on the rain, and if it's not rain, then I have to bring some water to water some of my lettuce here, so they are struggling. And this is at the front of my house, so this is a new change for this year. This year I plant a lot of flowers. At first, the idea was to bring pollinators, but then I grow more than that. So I placed them in front of my house. This is the kale, and this is the cactus area. This is my first time to grow cactus. I'm totally a beginner. If you know how to grow cactus, please also share me some good resources. I saw this carnivorous Nepenthes, Venus flyingtrap, and more at Conan. This is my first time to grow them as well. So if you have any good comments or tips to grow them, please also share with me. And this is going to turn into orange or red in autumn. I more flowers here, and I move some of the peppers here. Yes, that is the front of my house. I moved some beans and edamame from the balcony to here because I really need to get them more like sun and air circulations. Eggplants here, and this is the determinant tomatoes. It produces a lot of tomatoes. Oh, I grow sweet charts here because yeah, I think this is the perfect place for me to grow. A lot of determinants tomatoes that I grow, and peppers here also. And these are the flowers. Actually, I grow more flowers than this, and they already died. And the highlight of this June is the sunflowers. Oh my goodness, I really love it. My first time growing sunflowers, and they look so beautiful. Like all of them are opening up. This is the first flower that opened. Then this is the second one, and we have more coming up. I grow some edamame under the grapes, and this is the tomatoes. Yeah, I line them up here. Sunchokes, blackberries, raspberries, grapes, more peppers. They're all flowering right now. Yeah, more beans. And yeah, edamame, soybean, yep. And more eggplants on the left, yeah, in the middle. I also try to grow white eggplants this year, so I hope they're gonna give me the fruit soon. Very nice, healthy eggplants. Plants. And yes, this is the end of my garden tour. This is my first time that I provide this full tour on my second floor balcony, third floor balcony, around the back side and front side of my house. I hope that this video is helpful for you or inspire you to grow your own vegetables or fruits at your house. Happy gardening!